Hello, Earthlings. Today, I'm gonna show you and teach you on how to properly set up and play and optimize Princess Peach Showtime, a Switch game, into your PC. So what you need is that you'll need to have all of the 3 files that I've highlighted here in my desktop, and also you will need to install an application called Ryujinx. So for those who don't know and are new, Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play any Switch games to your PC as long as you have all of the 3 files here installed in Ryujinx. And Ryujinx emulator will not be able to play any Switch games without these files, okay? So bear that in mind. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx emulator officially. And to do that is just open a browser. Just type in Ryujinx emulator in Google search and hit search. Then go to ryujinx.org. That is their official website and will always be the first result. So click on that. Then click on the Get Started button. And now you can choose on which device or system you want to install Ryujinx emulator. There are 2 installers for Linux. You can just click on the download button. And then if you're for Mac, be sure that you are on Mac OS 12 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx emulator. And for those who are in Windows, just click on this here. Be sure that you're on Windows 10 or 11 version in order for you to install the latest build of Ryujinx emulator. So since I have already installed a Ryujinx emulator into my Windows 11 PC and it runs well, I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and is really straightforward. And then anyone can do this and any newbie can do this. So go ahead, click on it now, download it and install it into your PC. So I'm just going to minimize my browser and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed Ryujinx. So go ahead, open Ryujinx emulator. And if this is your first installation, your Ryujinx emulator will not look like mine because mine is fully set up and have been optimized to run Switch games. It will not show you your Switch games yet because we will need to set up things here before it can play and detect any Switch game. So first of all, what you need is that you'll need to install these 3 files here in Ryujinx emulator. So what are these files first? So these files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. It's really important that they have to be installed in Ryujinx. And also you need to have the XCI file format of Princess Peach Showtime so that Ryujinx emulator will be able to detect and play that game. Now, if you're asking me on how to get all of these 3 files here, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console which you have fully modded and have fully installed a custom firmware in it, because if it has a custom firmware in it, that means that you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you've done that, all you have to do is just look for all of the keys and the firmware file of the Switch and then just transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own the physical copy of the game, support the developers, and buy a physical copy in the physical store. And once you've done that, you can now dump the game, or you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or an SP file format, just like mine here. So for those who don't own a Switch but want to try out this game but don't know how to get them, so all you have to do, guys, is just scan this QR code here into your QR code reader into your mobile phone, so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get a copy of all these 3 files. So be sure to check out the highlighted files here in my desktop and be sure to get them in the page and get a copy of them and transfer them into your PC. So I'm just going to skip on that part and I'm going to assume that you have the copies here, the same as mine. I have put them up in my desktop for you to see, but you can put it anywhere into your PC. Okay, so it's time to install them in Ryujinx. So open Ryujinx again, go to File, hit Open Ryujinx folder, then look for System folder and open that folder, then open the keys zip file in the desktop, copy the product keys and title keys inside, drag and drop or copy and paste these files. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. Okay, so once you have done copying the files, close these files now. The next step is to install the firmware file of the Switch. To do this, just go to Tools, install a firmware file, XCI or zip file, locate on that firmware file, hit open, and it will say that we'll have to install this firmware version and hit yes, and it will start installing the firmware and hit OK. And you'll know that the installation is successful because right down here below, as you can see, system version is in version 17.0.1, the same as the keys and the firmware file of the Switch. And also your Switch games can now be detected in Ryujinx emulator and will show you their game icons. So if you see a game that have a game icon, that means they're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to always follow the QR code that we put to screen to get the latest files to play Princess Peach Showtime. Okay. Now, the next step is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that there'll be no drifting, no crashes, no black screens into your playthrough. And to do that is just go to Options, go to Settings. And then in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. So these are my settings for General tab. Game directories could be anywhere into your PC as long as you know where they are. And also, it's better that you store them in an SSD rather than an HDD so that the game will run much faster. I go to Input. I've connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller, as you can see here. It's rather best that you use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard when playing Switch games. So if you have an Xbox or a PlayStation controller, just connect them into your PC now and map them up according to your liking, just like mine here. But the dead zone for both left and right sticks should be set in 0.20 or 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. Once done, go to keyboard and hotkeys. These are just the default settings. System. You can change the system region, language, time zone, and system time to whatever you like, because there are some games that will require you to change some dates to progress it much faster. Then you can do that here in CPU. These are the settings here, so be sure to copy that. In graphics, most important part of the settings, so be sure to copy everything here. Graphics backend is in Vulkan API. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card. In features and enhancements, you should enable shader cache, enable macro HLE. Resolution scale is set in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then just revert back into the native resolution of Switch, which is the base resolution of 720p or 1080p. Once you have all of my settings here, you go to Audio, copy them, copy the settings here, simple. And network, this is the settings that you will need to change to play online, so be sure to copy my settings here. Once you're done, hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Switch games into your PC, such as Princess Peach Showtime. So a little bit of disclaimer. I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game because we'll know how strict Nintendo is and they do not support the Nintendo Switch emulation scene in PC. And as you can see, they have taken down Yuzu emulator. Yuzu is the most popular Nintendo Switch for PC and Android. They are gone now, and I don't want that to happen into my channel and into my videos. So I hope you guys do understand. That's why I can't show you any gameplay at all. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this guide, you'll be able to play Princess Peach Showtime into your Ryujinx emulator, fully optimized into your PC. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. Please do subscribe to my channel because that will help me out. Thank you for watching. See you next time and goodbye for now.